What's going on, guys? Welcome to ORA Racing. Today we are getting the engine pulled out of the race car. Blew up at Crandon, pulling it apart, seeing what happened. Hopefully make it to nationals.
Jake. Oh my God. Jacob. Got back on. Got back on.
So what are you working on, Jacob? What's left?
Apparently dropping bolts in the turbo.
That's good for it. Engines love metal.
This one's full of it. No, just pulling over the material strip out and pulling the motor out.
So we got a majority of it out. It's getting ready to come out. Just got to get coolant out of it, and by that time it should be pretty close to coming out. We think, anyway.
Yep. Then Ryan gets to rebuild it again. That's right.
Third time's a charm, or is this the second time? Second time? Well, let's not make it third time a charm. We'll do it on dose, on dose. But got a good time lapse for you guys. Check it out. We'll check back in a while when this thing's coming out. So it's go time. Got old Big Red out, pulling the boat anchor out.
Oh.
So we're having a heated discussion. Ranch or marinara sauce with your breadsticks?
Ranch.
He says ranch, I say pizza sauce. You definitely need the lubricant for your breadstick though. No one likes a dry breadstick. So let us know in the comments. Are you a ranch person or a pizza sauce person? We made it past all the obstacles. We are almost there.
Back in the can. Back up right here.
Yep.
There you go.
Look at this, cameraman and mechanic.
I thought that's what you want to be, the cameraman, so you don't have to work.
These guys. Woo hoo hoo hoo. Big Red saves the day. Well, the engine's out. Now it's time to pull it apart and see what's wrong with it. Was qualifying in Crandon. She started to make some not so good noises. So over to the table and apart she goes. going on, guys? New day in the shop. Late last night, Jacob and Ryan tore the engine down in the race car. I had family things I had to do, so I missed out on that fun, but we found some carnage. Jacob, what'd we find?
So it's not as bad as we thought, which is good. It's what we thought, but it's better than we thought. So
It's not good.
smoked the mag side rod bearing,
Check that out.
and yeah, not happy. What it should look like.
Yup.
So don't know what caused it, which is a bummer, but at the same time, supposedly we're at the what they claim is the safe power level, so it looks like it's not safe. But head and everything, head look good, jug looks good, turbo's still good. So we're hoping that Ryan took the rods with him to go get checked, make sure they're still around, and we're about to do some sketchy stuff and try and clean up the crank and hopefully get one race out of it before hammers prep.
Yeah. So with that being said, I know I'm holding the camera and talking a lot. This is not my race car. This is Jacob's. This is Jacob's shop. I work for him. Anyway, the perks of having a shop like this with a table and a brake and all that kind of good stuff is there's a lathe over here. So this isn't the best way to do this.
When you want to go race carting.
Yeah, exactly. When you want to go race car, you know. So we got the crank up in here, gonna give it a quick polish and check it after that, and hopefully it's good, and then just need some bearings, and hopefully the rods are good.
That's what you do when you only get 2 weeks till race time.
Right, 2 weeks till race time, then it's crunch time.
Yep. Alright, figured need to do an update video. It's Saturday before Nationals. We leave in, what, 3 days. Still have no engine. Everything's torn out. All interior. Poor Brian, I got his nice shifter mount cut out and a wiring mess to still fix. Then, like normal, SDM clutch is smoked. So I think we're putting a stock primary in it for Nationals since we can't get parts to fix that shiny thing beforehand. Got new custom shifter made up. Nice heavy duty new cable, which in turn Matt had to make some new bracket for the trans side because everything was so much bigger. Yep, Brian's favorite part finally cut out. Old haggard shifter mount we made for hammers in crunch time. And you got Ryan over here putting motor together. Hopefully. A couple junk rods. So we got some new rods from Brian Crowler going in here. Fortunately the crank isn't good, but it's going to be good enough for one more race. Got everything cleaned up, hopefully ready to go back together today. Crunch time, like normal.
Longer than a few minutes later.
Figured it was time for another update. It's 11:45 Monday night. Got the motor back in and running. Still have all the interior out and cutting up wires trying to figure out some stupid gremlins. But good news is engine's in, it's running, it's not knocking currently, so that's a plus. Had to run over to my cousin's earlier and steal his primary because mine was worn out and didn't have time to get stuff by the time we figured it out. And then I actually just got back to the shop because found out that ECM was having some sort of voltage issue and was actually arcing externally to whatever it was sitting on. So luckily my cousin was asleep and he gave me his door code and went over and stole his programmer and computer out of his race car since he's not going. And then hopefully that fixes the issue, and yeah. So we're supposed to be at North Shore Raceworks in 7 hours from now. So I'd love to go to bed, but yeah, that's not happening.